Today is, let's see, May 28th, 2015. And it's just like a vlog thing. Here, let me get my window open a little bit more for some light. I'm trying a new angle here with the camera. I actually have it next to me. So we'll see how this works. It helps with the getting out of my way, but I don't necessarily know if I like the angle. We'll see. I haven't left the old house yet. I did take some stuff out last weekend. Dropped it off out there. It was mostly packets of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper and stickers and things that were 12 by 12, and then a bunch of plastic totes that I had stuffed full of goodies. So my desk is actually a lot cleaner at the moment. I'll give you a quick little view of that. You know, all my little containers are missing. You know, this corner is kind of crappy. I got my little pile of stuff here I'm going to talk about. And then a very small pile over there. So I packed up a lot of those items and put them away because I really didn't need to have them at the moment. And as I continue on, it'll be cleaner. This pile of stuff here, I took an old composition book that I found while I was sorting. It was mostly empty. The spine sticker thing that they have on here was peeling off, so I just ripped it all the way off. And then I went through and, you know, working on using up some of this glue. I just glued 2 pages together the whole way through. And I was using some scraps and leftover paints. Let's see how well. Yep, I'm all the way out. Just slapping them down on a few pages here, just to cover up writing instead of ripping the pages out. So I covered up. It was like math. Yuck, who likes math? So I covered up the writing using scraps of these papers. Here you can see some of the writing showing through. Maybe. Just barely. So that was my way of hiding the writing. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I think it's going to be a paint catch. Well, yeah, here's some paint I splat in here too. A paint catch book while I'm doing stuff. Or whatever. We'll see. So that's one thing. Oh, look at the nice wrinkly edges we have now. And then I'll get to this part in a minute. I ran across some Halloween-inspired chipboard pieces and tags when I was at TJ Maxx a while back. It had some really cute stuff in there, and I bought that because, you know, $1.49. Who can pass that up? And I've made this a long time ago. I don't know if I've ever shown it, so if I have, and this looks familiar, then I apologize, but you're going to see it again. This is a envelope mini album, and I cannot remember the woman's name who shows this binding system. I will have to do some research, and once I figured that out, I'll add the information to the comments. But it's, you take the envelopes and you create a binding system, and the envelopes fit onto the little tabs that are part of this spine. And then, you know, this is chipboard with paper over it. So I'll just go through this real quick. Get comfortable here. This is a piece of wood accent stuff that you can get from, I believe, Michaels. And they have these for every holiday imaginable. And this one was pretty cute. And so I painted it up using some craft paints. In fact, they might have been Americana craft paints. It might have been Plaid or one of the other brands. But they have a hole at the top so that you can hang things. And obviously I didn't need to hang it because I was gluing it to this cover. So I just added one of these little sparkly 3D type stickers. And then I had some fabric stickers here in my stash that, you know, there really aren't colors that you probably would use on a lot of your projects just because they're, you know, dark. But it looked great for this. And then I added a little bat down here as well because this particular flower didn't have a center like these ones. In fact, you know, I may have even added those centers. I think I did. So my closure, I do believe, is one of those Tim Holtz clippy things. And I drilled a hole through this wood with something. God knows what. I don't remember. So I could get this little claspy part for this to hook into. So when it's closed, it looks like this. Still gives me plenty of room to shove things in here. And then I had this nice paper from somewhere that I used to cover the spine. It's got a silver embossed thing. And then there's some black gray polka dot paper for the background. The edges I did with, I do believe it was distress paint. Or not paint, distress stain. Wow, brain dead. Distress ink, which I've put away. So, alright, on to the opening. This little fella was a standing skeleton, and that wasn't going to work for me. So I ended up cutting his knees. I cut him right along the joint here. And that way I can make him sit down. And he has himself a lovely goblet of poison or something, maybe. And then this little cute embellishment just kind of hangs up here. And it irritates me that the gems won't lay the right way, but I might have to take the chain off and rearrange it. This paper here came with the owl in the corner. Here's one of those chipboard pieces from that packet. And I just darkened the edges using some distress ink. Now, because these are envelope pockets, when you cut the envelope edge off, this is where your pockets comes from. Let me get that out of there. And if you could see inside, maybe, you can see that paper down there. That's part of the envelope. And then here's where the envelope is actually glued together to create the envelope shape. So by snipping off those ends, you get these pockets. And in these pockets, you can insert these pages. These are 8 by 10 pages cut down to equal. In fact, you can even buy the sets of pockets with comes with the cards, and just use the cards themselves. But I did some decorative edges on the cards for added interest. And this is where you put your photographs. So each pocket has one of these in it, and it gives you an opportunity for 4 pictures, or a couple pictures in journaling and ephemera bits or whatever from any Halloween function you've been at. And when you trim the envelope down, you trim it down just enough that your paper can stick out the end of your pocket. So it gives you this neat little, I have to learn how to be in frame at this angle. It gives you this neat little thing sticking out. Now, I think I will end up adding some kind of a tab to these, or maybe a ribbon or something, just to make it easier to grab them out of these pockets. Alright, so the next page I use some Halloween paper, obviously, and then this is actually orange, I don't know what color coming up on the screen. They were sticky back paper that I had cut up. And so I used 3 of the orange ones and then used the rub-ons to spell out the boo. This came from that little set, this little tag. This is what they call a belly band. And to stop things from falling out the bottom, I put this little skeleton head embellishment. So that stops these items from falling out. And then I just took a piece of one paper and cut the corners and then inked the edges. I had a selection of little pocket envelopes. This one was orange, so I tucked this one in here. Another one of those card pages. And then here's some more paper. Some of these things I haven't glued down yet because I'm not sure where I want to put them. I thought this might look cute over here somewhere. And I'm considering leaving these little strings on so that I can hang maybe embellishments from them. This is a piece of washi tape along the edge here. This one I used a Cricut, I think it was Cricut, cut out, created these spider webs. This was one of the embellishments in that packet, this packet here. It's one of the wood elements, so I painted it black. Another one of the tags from that pack, I just kind of tucked it in here. This one here, this is the actual paper, but I use stickles and liquid pearls to accent the spider. So the legs are done with the stickles, and then the web itself is the liquid pearl. This is a piece of napkin that I added on here using matte medium. A couple little odd shaped pockets. Little tag. This piece of paper with a rub-on. Another one of the cutouts where I added stickles on it, or actually liquid pearls and stickles is the flame. Another little tag I thought maybe would look cute right here. Here's a little side tiny pocket with two little tags in it that can be used for something. And then another pocket here. And here's another one of those elements. This is a rub-on as well. And then I have these little pockets, which I put more of those little orange envelopes in. And then they also have a tag here. Tucked another one of those tags in here. Here's another piece of skeleton, spider web, and a little embellishment. This page here, I did the liquid pearls all over the spider web to get this neat, shiny, dimensional spider web going on. And that's a rub-on. This is also a piece of napkin that I use matte medium. Washi tape, another one of those elements. Another orange pocket. And then this is stacked pockets or cascading. I don't remember what they called it, but gives you the opportunity to tuck larger elements inside each one. And then of course I tucked another one of those tags there. So that's that. I'm still thinking of other things I can add in here. I think I want to have the pages be more about fun elements and items and only a few pictures, and then put all the pictures in the little inserts for the envelopes. Alright, that's the Halloween. This is my food diary pouch, which I haven't really been doing a diary about food, but because I got a Fitbit for Mother's Day, this is where I keep my Fitbit supplies. I've got my nighttime thingy, which I haven't used yet, my little attacher dealie for my computer, a small packet of neon markers I can highlight stuff with, and then I have a couple of little notepads that match the color of my book, and a pen. And here's my book, and I thought it was pretty cute and good size, and it fits nicely in there. So I've got my little goals, and then I won't show you what I've been writing. Well, I can. So this is just it. Right now I went through and I stamped everything, and that's for when I actually get down to starting to write out more of what I've been doing. But for right now, I fit about 3 or 4 days per section, and I'm only writing down the date, steps, floors I've done, because I have a 2-story, well, 3 if you count the attic, house, so I managed to actually get a few floors in. Calories burned, and the mile. And right now I don't really have, I haven't been working towards, oh well, I don't have 10,000 yet, so let me go walk until I get 10,000. I'm just writing down what it accumulates in my daily efforts. And for instance, yesterday I got like 1,486 steps, but on the 23rd I managed to get 7,000 in because we had gone to Lowe's. Alright, I'm back. I don't remember where I left off. Alright, this. I applied to the Deco Arts Helping Artist Program, and I was accepted. Yay! So, I put in an order for some items that I would like sent. I'm not sure when they'll get here, but I wanted to dedicate a book specifically to my Deco Arts. This one here is my book for, I got my Ranger inks and alcohol inks and stickles, and these are my pencils and pens, mediums I use, sprays, paints, all that good stuff. I've got room to move, or room to grow in here. This brown book, I want to have it where it's just their particular products. That way, because it's part of the program, and I don't want to intermix too many other products with their stuff. That's why I want to have it separate. So, I got these stamps out that I'm going to use. This is Recollections. I don't think I've even opened this. Yeah, I'm sure I haven't opened this. These are nice looking distress stamps. Let me see if I can get a piece of paper behind here. There we go. Got a worn look to them. And I'm going to stamp out, you know, Deco Arts stuff on the cover here. But I want to paint the cover. But I need to wait till I get some of my products. I think I can gesso it with my, excuse me, other stuff. I want to try and make sure it's just their products so I can say, look, and this cool color here is such and such. That kind of thing. So this is the Recollections book from Michaels. And it was supposed to be for this planner system. And I just can't get into that one. It's not me. So I want to use some of the things that I bought for that system for this. So to start off with, I have one of their lined paper booklets. So it's just like notebook paper. I don't know if you can see the lines. And I wrote down in the very front all the things that I was putting in for as my first order. This one is just colored papers where I can write notes or ideas or whatever for projects I want to do using those products. And then this one back here is grid paper. I don't know how well you can see that. Grid paper. And this is an inventory of my stuff I already have. So this one is my Crafters acrylics. And I think what I will do is I don't know if I necessarily need to swatch out the colors for these. I just want it to be a list. And this is the colors. Shannon Green was so lovely enough to tell me all the colors that were in the Home Depot pack because I bought it and left it at the house. And I didn't know what they were. And they didn't have them listed anywhere on the internet. And she got them for me. And then I had a few more here. So I wrote them all down. And then once I actually get my other products, I will dedicate certain pages to certain things, like the media art. Media, I think it was called Media. Let me look. If you guys have seen Andy Skinner's videos where he's doing all of his neat work, he's the one that uses them. Media fluid acrylics. That was some of the items I had asked for. So each specific grouping will have its own page. So I have that ready to work on, and I'm going to do my stamping that stays on. And then the next thing I have, which I haven't made a decision on, I have a plethora of art journals I haven't used yet. This is a Dylusions one. I think just about everyone's seen one of these before. This particular one is brand new. But I have another one that I started a page on. I think I'm going to use it, but I think I packed it away. So I think I might use this as my Deco Arts workbook, where I show how to do things. Do little classes or whatever. Video. Or I might go with this bigger one. I use this particular book. This is a 9x12. It's a drawing pad. It says for dry media, but I have been using it for lots of wet media, and I've had no problems with the paper. So, as long as you put some gesso on it first, it works out alright. So I might use that if I want to do bigger page projects. We'll see. And then I'll have, you know, this is my Deco Art book. Maybe I'll have both, depending on what I'm doing. That way I have a small format and a large format, and this is more like a cardstock kind of paper. So that'll give me an opportunity to do a couple different things. And then of course, you know, I'll have, they have a lot of products that are used for wood, where you can paint on wood. So I have a few wood items I have not used, and then of course I have gobs and gobs of wood embellishments that I can use stuff on. Let me grab those real quick, show you some of them. Alright, so here's my wood house. I can paint this up using their products, and then I have lots of these little guys that, you know, could use some paints. So it should be fun. Alright, well, that's my bit of blurb for the day, my happy news, and thank you for watching. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and thumbs up the video and share with your friends. And hope everyone's having a great day. Bye.